Hello, hello, Aquarians. How you guys doing today? Welcome. My name is Patty. I'm here to do your reading for the 24th through the 30th. For those of you that do not know me, I do astrology, numerology, and downloads from Divine. Divine comes first, so anything I get a download on, that usually comes first, and then I focus in on the astrology and then the numerology. So I got three things going on in my brain at one time, not to mention reading the cards. So anyway, so let's get going. Only one other announcement. You probably have heard this before if you've watched my videos, but for those that are new, if you are a subscriber, then you get free readings and also coaching. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell and notify. And if you go to my website, divinewarriorintuitive.com, you will see all the different coachings, and that would be free to you. Ignore the prices if you're a subscriber. I just ask if you can donate, even for a cup of coffee. If you can't, don't worry about it. It's all free for you guys. All right, so let's get going. That's for 2022. That's Divine's gift to you, to help and hopefully guide you in a spiritual manner to better your life. All right. Alrighty, so let's see. Whoa, a lot of people don't know I'm a life coach also. And a dating coach and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's there. So we're going to get your current energy, your future energy, and what Divine has to say for your reading. So we have the ears wide open from Divine. So somebody might be sort of closed off, I think, here. I don't know who that is, but somebody doesn't like to listen. Somebody talks too much rather than listening. There is a difference between, oh yeah, I heard it, or did you listen? There's a very big difference. Hearing is just getting the information in. Maybe you remember it, maybe you don't. But listening is an active listening thing. It's in my, for those of you that do want coaching, I have about 80 videos out there, and communication is a big one. But this is a way of showing somebody you're being an active listener. You care what they say. You're really paying attention. You're giving them value and your time of being an open listener. So open your ears wide open. Pay attention. Now here's the thing. I see two people talking and one is gossiping and the other one is listening. That's not what he's talking about, okay? Gossip is not part of that, because I can see these two people and it's like, no, that is definitely not part of that. Gossip is actually a low vibrational energy that you do not want to keep around, really. It is very unhealthy. It gets you to that, it brings you down to that vibration rather than you bringing them up. So if you were to say, stop gossiping, or I don't want to hear it, I don't want to listen to it, that kind of a thing, then that's beginning to bring them up to a higher level rather than you going down to theirs. All right. So that is the number 6. This is about a process. This is learning. Learning to really listen is a process. Some people are not good listeners. Some people are. I mean, one of my daughter's professors is not a good listener. She'll ask a question and the teacher will skirt around it or not even know what the question is and never answer the question that she asked. She's not a good listener, and it's driving me nuts because we're paying for it. So definitely keep your ears open this week for positive things of the second dimension. That second dimension is the spiritual world, not the world. I'll tell you why in a bit. The Swan Queen is your current energy here. It is about transformation, intuition, and patience. What did we just talk about? Swans are very beautiful. This is a process. Now, we used to say, yeah, the ugly duckling turned into a swan. Well, a duck doesn't turn into a swan, but anyway. So transformation, intuition. This is your intuition. When to really listen. When to really be open. This is a transformation process. It's a number 4. This is a new reset for you in the communication department, to be open to that, because we're in the Mercury retrograde. There's a lot of noise, a lot of confusion, a lot of conflict. And that when conflict happens, the problem is the conflict is about somebody's perspective not meeting another perspective, or an expectation wasn't met because somebody's perspective was off. So we have to pay attention to the other person's perspective before we even do ours, because we already know what we think. But we got to know that you'll never have a conflict. You may agree to disagree, but you'll never have a conflict or an argument again. Trust me. Watch my communication video. High Priestess is your future energy. It's discernment. We're talking getting to that intuition level. The divine is trying to, ears wide open. So he's trying to talk to somebody that is not hearing or listening to him. These two cards, Astrology, Divine, are the same thing. And what does he have in your week in the middle? Intuition. Transformation. He's trying to say, listen to me from a spiritual perspective. I am trying to show you love and unlimitless for what you can do. But this is a vision. This is prophecy. This is something, a goal that he wants for you. And he's trying to allow you to hear it. And your intuition is trying to get you to listen. So who's stubborn out there? Who's stubborn? I don't know who this is for, but who's stubborn? Because we have the number 6, the number 4 for grounding, getting a new core foundation, and the number 2 to bring balance back into life, bring balance back into a situation. So if somebody's not listening and closing off to them, you need to ask why. Just say, and here's the way to, I'm going to do one little coaching thing. The way to do that is, hey, I know you don't want to talk about it, but can I get your perspective on why you're thinking that way? That's all I want to know. I just want to know your perspective. And I bet you they'll talk to you because they think you don't want to know their perspective. Okay, so I don't know who that's for. So let's get a spread going and see. That's the main core of your week is to definitely listen. Definitely pay attention to your intuition. Definitely see the vision that is coming forward. Oh boy, yeah. Somebody's really in a conflict, in a fighting conflict. Definitely in a fighting conflict. Oh, wow. It's like somebody's in a conflict and somebody manifested something that really probably shouldn't have been manifested, created a lot of hurt and fighting. And now there's like a truce. Somebody wants truce. And it's like, I want a truce. I want to, stop this fighting or this arguing or this bickering, this conflict. But the other person is saying, I need the absolute truth. All of it. And that person that's where your challenge is, because somebody doesn't want to share the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Kind of a thing. So this is where somebody that is listening and keeping their ears open really needs to pay attention to that second dimension, that intuition, that really vision, that discernment. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I cannot make this stuff up. This is where you're going to really have to do it person to person, in Skype, in FaceTime, or whatever, because you need to read everything about that person, their body language, their intonation, where their eyes are moving, everything. This is what empaths do. And then an empath will also maybe see the aura or feel the aura around that person, but they're listening to the second dimension. Everything, when I'm talking, even as I'm filming this, I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at everything about my body language. Okay, so who that's for, I don't know, but you've got a big conversation that needs to happen. We have and this is with somebody you know very, very well. So we have the Magician, we have the 6 of Cups, we have hurt. We have 3 of, just have to acknowledge that, hey, dude, you hurt me. Hey, girl, you hurt me. This is what I really feel. And you have to zip it. Whoever's listening has to zip it and not put your opinion and your thought and your process into it because they're trying to share their perspectives. You hurt me. This really, really hurt. And this is why we're not in good standing right now. Maybe you lied to me. Maybe you've been lying to me. Maybe you've been deceitful. This has created an unstable energy. Now there is a truce on the other end wants to happen. Let's talk about it. then you need to get things out in the open and be unjudgmental. I don't know if this is you or if it's a person coming to you, but you have to be unjudgmental because they need to share something that maybe they're ashamed of, maybe they're afraid of. And you have to just sit there in love and light and say, you know what? I did not know that. And zip it. Because whoever this is, you have to zip it because they're telling you their honest truth. I don't know who this is for, but definitely the Mercury retrograde definitely is in Aquarian energy today. There is an Aquarian energy today, totally. And the other person really has to have discernment, listen to their intuition, and zip it and listen with ears wide open. Okay? This is a time not for you. If this is you, this is a time to really find out somebody else's perspective and why, what kerfuffle happened and why things are not. Could be work. This could be work. I don't see work in this. I see this in a relationship, a friendship, or a family. And this has to do with your heart. Somebody got hurt. And this is the way to fix it. The way to restore it. Thank you. He says, not fix it, restore it. I will restore it. But somebody's got to learn this transformation process of patience and intuition and trusting that this is a new reset in how you learn. I would really say if you really, before you talk to this person, go watch my communication video. Really, it's really huge. Communication is the key to everything. Yeah, this is between two people that love each other. Now, love comes in many ways, and I got another love video. But this love, it could be a love of a friendship, could be love of a parent, could be love of a relationship, intimacy kind of a thing. But there is definitely a decision that has to be made for your future. If you don't talk about it, it's not going to restore it. It's not going to get to the bottom of it. Now, it may restore it and it may have to go the other way. However, this needs to happen because the Two of Swords is a decision. You either can talk about it, get the elephant out of the room and make it happen, or you can keep the other way and it will ruin and destroy and damage, and there'll be animosity, resentment, and everything that way. That's the two-edged sword. But if you listen to your intuition and your discernment, it's all going to be which way do we go for the future. The Two of Wands, the Two of Swords. Two is about, again, we got 2 3 times in your reading. It is to bring balance back, to bring structure back, to bring a core foundation back, to transform, to grow that bond closer. 2 is about a partnership as well. It is to bring this bond closer to whoever it is, because this is a lifelong partner. This is a partner that has been around a while. You know them, and maybe you're friends for life, you know. Don't you just hate that friend zone? Oh my goodness. But you know what? If you are true friends and you have your mask off and you're walking in your authentic truth, and you're both walking in your authentic truth, it will last a lifetime. Because if somebody cares about you enough, they will be in your life or they won't. And that is this whole thing here. There's some people in our life for a season. There's a few people in our life for a lifetime. But this person wants to make it right, whoever it is. They're trying to make it right. Somebody's very stubborn. Somebody's very stubborn. Okay, that deck is done. All right, so is there anything else, Divine, you want me to share with Aquarians? Please. He's going to keep repeating. He's going to keep repeating. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. He's just going to keep repeating. This is a decision that you have to make. Or whoever this is. Maybe somebody's sharing this with you. Saying, you know, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Just tell them. Zip it and listen. Listen with all ears and get their perspective. Okay, he's just going to keep saying it. Four of Wands. It is to bring a celebration. This is to bring something good. This is to bring to bond this relationship deeper, to better, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles there. Ten of Pentacles is the ultimate. It is the unconditional love. It is the financial stability. It is the everything you have desired and wanted is now at your feet. You got to listen. Okay. And you also have to step outside your box. Thank you. Step outside yourself, because this is a time for you to be selfless and not selfish. This is not about really you. It's about your discernment to someone else's perspective. Once you get that, whoever this is in your life, or whoever your friend is coming to you, asking you, I don't know what to do, this is where you need to send them. Maybe they need to watch the video. Okay? But this is really huge. And I'm not going to go any further because he keeps repeating the cards. And I can't make this stuff up. So definitely Divine says, keep your ears open, listen, not hear, and really pay attention to your intuition, because this is a time where he's going to transform somebody to the next level of the second dimension, which is an awesome, been there, done that. So awesome. It's really awesome when you have some information nobody else has and you can see it. That's why it's really important, you guys, why I do my readings in either in person, in Skype or FaceTime or whatever, because when you begin to feel those energies and see something that they cannot see, and it's being given to you from Divine or the second dimension, then you are just on your way to understanding a new enlightenment. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So just got to get out of your own box and look at other people's perspective first. All right. Don't forget, again, if you subscribe, please subscribe, and you can get free readings, free coaching during 2022. And if you like to donate, buy me a cup of coffee. There's a button on my channel, on the home channel. It just says donate. Buy me a cup of coffee. Don't have to. But I hope you have a wonderful, blessed week. And we will see you again. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth, your authentic you, and love. Take care.